Hello there, dear viewer. I hope your day is going as well as mine is and that you are keeping cool this hot afternoon. Thank you for tuning in to Younib at 1. My name is Joena Muriithi. Now, on to our first news. Young criminal gangs are once again robbing locals in Mombasa. There have been multiple reports of criminals being seen on CCTV cameras carrying out their attacks. The police have claimed that 13 suspected members of the gang are currently in custody while they continue the search for some of the lads who are said to be armed and dangerous. Here's the report.
We managed to catch up with them at Utange area within Kisauni. This is a group which operates in Mombasa, but then they run away in the neighborhood.
Hapa Mombasa kumekuwa na ongezeko la wahuni ambao wanabeba mapanga na wanapokonya watu kwa mapikipiki na matuktuk.
Tunashukuru Mombasa kidogo kuna sehemu zina makamera na tuwaomba yani mapolisi wazidishe bidii kuweka ulinzi hasa mitaani hapa mitaani na wafuatilize hizo kamera.
The last operation we did last night, which was carried out by the same officers, that was the combined, the officers from Makupa police station and the Central police station, and we managed to arrest 64 criminals.
We are sounding a warning to those who have got such kind of intention that the NPS will not relent until we catch up with them.
Now, on to matters education. Learning in public universities has been paralyzed after lecturers and staff across the country went on strike from Wednesday. Dons and staff under the university's Academic Staff Union and the Kenya University Staff Union downed their tools over a dispute surrounding the 2021 to 2025 collective bargaining agreement. Now living across all 35 public universities came to a halt from Wednesday as the two unions made true to their threat to ask members to down tools. UASI Secretary General Constantine Wasonga and said the two unions will still be negotiating with the government with members still on strike. Here's the report.
The Dons here and other members of staff have a just cause that they want the government to listen to.
As we are prepared, even if the world will come to an end before they call off the strike, we are ready to go full swing.
Our expectations for the improved terms and conditions have met with unnecessary delays. We urge the national leadership to intervene and resolve this stalemate.
We have been taken for granted to an extent that we are being paid salaries late. Our remittance are not being remitted to the institutions. Yes. Our pension schemes have since collapsed, and the government has not said a word.
If there is no money, the 7 to 10% that was given to our fellow public servants must also percolate the universities.
I want Dons to be given Kalon so that they can buy machines. We are ready for talks, but we will strike until we strike a deal.
Now, the Ministry of Health has confirmed that the Social Health Authority will launch on October 1st, even though its application has been contested in court. Deborah Barasa, the Health Secretary, reassured stakeholders on Wednesday about the government's commitment to enhancing healthcare services. The National Health Insurance Fund, NHIF, which has since closed, will be replaced by the Social Health Authority. The Ministry of Health underlined the transformative potential of SHA, claiming that it is designed to deliver a comprehensive benefit package, guaranteeing that all Kenyans will access inexpensive and high-quality healthcare. The CLs also revealed that the current government funding only accounts for 4% of the entire expected expenses, indicating that funding issues lie ahead. Here's the report.
Anybody who goes to hospital, treated, discharged, inpatient or outpatient, effective 1st of October, will be treated under the Social Health Authority benefits. We've also made a provision that if you reach the hospital in case of emergency or you have not registered by that time, which we are not encouraging, there will be an agent who will have been appointed by Social Health Authority to take care of registration. We have notified the employers on the process of how to register using the employer portal so that they are able to remit the employee's salary for the month of October to go not to NHIF but to Social Health Authority.
At mashinani level, where there's the infrastructure, probably even people may not be able to get to the nearest health facility in good time. Therefore, it is important to utilize the community health promoters at the bottom of the pyramid.
This one needs a drive, the way we normally have campaigns. You normally have campaigns whenever you have a situation. We need to be deliberate out there and say we are going to have the ministry having a drive to register.
It is not just the beginning. It has been tried and tested in Kenya since 2003. The concept has been there. And so who else to implement? This is our time to implement.
Judge Lawrence sentenced Acting Inspector General of Police Gilbert Masengeli to 6 months in jail last Friday. This came about after Masengeli missed his 7th consecutive court appearance to provide an explanation for the whereabouts of 3 individuals who vanished on August 19th in Kitengela. It is believed that the individuals were abducted by police officers and are being held extrajudicially. The IG was displeased with the court ruling and as seen by the removal of Justice Mugambi's security detail over the weekend. President William Ruto said in a statement on Wednesday that he was concerned about the back and forth between the 2 independent organizations, and he asked them to call off their conflict and cooperate in order to effectively provide services to Kenyans who are the guardians of sovereign power.
The rule of law is guaranteed by making sure that we have men and women who make sure that each and every one of us keeps to the straight and narrow and respects the rule of law. I am acutely aware that the National Police Service is an independent institution, and so is the judiciary. But ultimately, we have one master, the people of Kenya.
The reforms that we implement are reforms that are people-centered, anchored on our constitution, and they are reforms that reflect the national interest in its collectivity.
We are aware that in some cases, some of our prison officers live in houses that are not so different from the prison itself.
And with that, we are headed for a short break. See you when we return.
Je, wewe ni mfanyabiashara katika sekta ya elimu, afya bora, usafiri ama unamiliki kampuni yoyote ile? Ungependa kupata fursa ya kutangaza biashara yako ili kuwafikia wateja zaidi? Usikonde. Runinga ya Younib inakupa fursa ya kupeperusha matangazo kuhusu bidhaa na huduma unazotoa kwa bei nafuu. Kwa maelezo zaidi, wasiliana nasi kupitia nambari za simu 0750344700 ama kupitia barua pepe marketing@younibtv.com. Jinyakulie leo. Younib TV, ever the best.
Ever the best. Hallelujah.
President William Ruto has revealed that the government will require 106 billion to implement the reforms within the National Police Service, Kenya Prison Service, and the National Youth Service. The police reforms were proposed by a task force led by former Chief Justice David Maraga. During the launch of the police reforms at Lower Kabete, President William Ruto said that the funds will be allocated to address key challenges that faced the services: career progression, digitization of records, including police OBs, and purchase of new equipment. The head of state further reaffirmed that the National Treasury will provide part of the funds, while the rest will be catered for by investors. President William Ruto is expected to formally appoint Kanja through a Gazette notice. Kanja is coming to the office at a time when the acting IG, Gilbert Masengeli, is facing a 6-month jail term for contempt of court, and the police department is also receiving scrutiny over forced disappearances and abductions of Kenyans deemed to be crucial to the government. Here's the report.
It will cost Kenya shillings 106 billion to fully actualize these recommendations. Of this, 22 billion will finance improvement in compensation package for officers.
Security anywhere in the world is a sensitive issue. It's not an easy matter to be able to put together all the competing issues and interests of the country.
Police service, a national youth service, a prison service that is fit for purpose.
We will deliver a people-centered, participatory, open, transparent, and efficient security environment.
That 4 policies have been developed that will guide the reform process, addressing various aspects such as training.
Now on to some disturbing news. Police have come under scrutiny after an alleged video of policemen in uniform are seen harassing a defenseless and armed multimedia university student during a strike. In the video, the police officer is seen to throw a tear gas canister on the student, leaving it near him to explode. The video has stirred online condemnation from Kenyans and netizens urging the IPOA to take the matter and arrest the perpetrators.
Justice for Trevor.
Justice for Trevor. Trevor had already surrendered to the police. Yes. He was already working with them, taking the orders that they had given him. Yes.
This is not just an isolated incident. Yes. It is a stark reminder of the systematic issues we face within our society.
Yes. All the investigative agencies, and you want to remind them that if the police officer who did injustice to one Trevor Muriithi is not brought to book, we are going. Comrades, we are going. We are going to call upon all the comrades from different universities, and we shall. And we will fight for justice and power.
As we switch to politics, the mountain has turned volcano and it's on fire, with the recent battles of who controls the mountain and who is its rightful kingpin kick on. Now leaders in the Mount Kenya region have become even more divisive, with the latest being a section of MCAs who throwed their weight behind Kindiki, while some remained defiant and vowed to continue supporting the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, who has continued to face even more turbulences of becoming the region's kingpin after Njuri Ncheke blessed Kindiki over the Mount Kenya region kingship. Yeah, let's have that report.
MCA's welfare is a third project, which we believe we have tried everyone. We have tried every other person, and we have not seen any fruits. And we are saying, even if it means going through Professor Kithure Kindiki, so that the welfare of the MCAs of this country can be sorted, so be it.
What was the aim of the meeting was discussing how MCAs can partner with the CS in the Ministry of Interior, who is the coordinator. The Interior Minister is the coordinator of development in the country, so that also our region benefits.
At the national level, we are going to use Professor Kindiki Kithure as our point man for any political and national development matters.
Tumefika sisi wote tulikuwa tumejaa hapa, lakini ile agenda tuliitoa jana si agenda ambayo tumeikuta leo kwa meza.
Hii vile tumeona ni njama ya mbali ya kukuja kuandamine deputy president, and we as the MCAs and leaders hapa mashinani, hiyo hatutakubali.
Tuko na kiana yetu, mtoto wetu wa kuzaa wa kutoka Meru ambaye ni Kithure Kindiki. Siku ya leo Njuri Ncheke in their numbers wamemuendorse kama kingpin wetu, kama spokesman wetu ambaye atakuwa link kati yetu kwa president, ndio tutakuwa tunatuma. Tumemuendorse tuwete kanerio. Asante sana. Njuri Ncheke imesema hivyo, na Njuri Ncheke ikisema imesema, hakuna mwingine wa kuenda tofauti na vile tumesema. Wazee wa Njuri Ncheke ya Meru na Tharaka Nithi wameangalia wakaona Profesa Kindiki amepita mtihani ya Njuri Ncheke, kwa sababu Njuri Ncheke ina support serikali yenye iko, na mzee wetu Profesa Kithure Kindiki ako mstari wa mbele kusupport President William Ruto katika malengo yake katika Jamhuri ya Kenya. Na ndio maana tumemchagua na tumemteua leo kwamba yeye ndiye atakuwa nyota yetu, ndiye atakuwa link ya region hii yote, link ya region ya Mount Kenya East na Mount Kenya West, na Kenya mzima mahali anatembea kufanya kazi atuwakilishe vizuri, tukiendelea na serikali ya Mheshimiwa William Ruto.
Well, that's all we had for you today. Thank you for tuning in to our news updates. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.